5 things that I learned after I quit being a Buddhist nun. Number 1, stress. Imagine this peaceful environment of a Buddhist monastery. It is easy to preach, relax, feel your breathing. There is no need to be stressed. It is easy to be a monastic and say those things to a hardworking person, almost as if telling them there is something wrong with you, that you cannot relax, that you're stressed. If you ever heard the word anatta, which stands for no self in Buddhism, this is a perfect example of it. We are a summary of conditions. We are the result of what's going on around us, within us, our personal history, and so on. It is easy to be relaxed in a monastery, and it is easy to be stressed in a stressful job. And there is no much personal choice involved. We are the result of causes and conditions. So I personally chose to leave monastery. It was great there. People were great to me. I was able to do things that I loved and I enjoyed myself a lot. But the world is changing. I intentionally put myself in conditions where life is semi-stressful. The job is stressful. The relationship with people is stressful. I can be delusional as much as I want and think that I can create or cast upon myself peace. I understand the stress is part of this world and I am part of this world. And I'm here for it. I'm not running away. I will do my best to keep being nice to myself in difficult times, allowing unpleasant feelings to arise, holding space for stress, taking care of myself. And thus I will have energy to be nice to others in difficult times. And this is my effort in reducing stress. In a weird way, in accepting it, I'm making it less. Number 2, opinions. Now, generally, not always, people venerate monks, and you can get used to being a subject of venerated opinions. Right now, I'm living in a town in a rural Missouri with no traffic lights, only stoplights. We have a lot of cows, we have a lot of churches, we have a lot of cornfields, we have a lot of soybean fields, and the only job that I could find is a job at a local gas station. People do project their own opinions, experiences, and expectations on me. I don't go around introducing myself. Hi, I have a university degree. I used to be a Buddhist nun for 4.5 years. I know 3-4 languages. I traveled around the world. So sometimes people do treat me like someone who's only able to find and keep a minimum wage job. Or sometimes people have opinions on why I left monasticism and they project their own feeling of sensual hunger onto me. We are such wonderful, interconnected beings that we cannot exist in a vacuum. The way people project their own ideas onto us can as well become our inner dialogue. So I know protecting and caring and nurturing for my own self is a must for me. Because as a highly sensitive person, I am easily swayed by opinions of others. So in order to keep myself in a balance and in check, I need to once in a while go through my inner dialogue to make an inventory and as if manually take all the unnecessary projections of other people onto me. Make sure you don't carry unnecessary opinions in your head. Number 3, being part of a larger group. As an introvert and as someone who loves to be alone, who loves to work alone, who dreamt to be a reclusive monk for my whole life, I realized that it is crucial for me to work with people. I refuse to succumb to my discomfort. I choose to work with people. I choose to work to be around people. I choose to be around pleasant and unpleasant people. I train around demanding customers because I want to be truly free. Not because I run away, but because I can be free anywhere. Number 4, value the feelings. Many religions and spiritual practices turn this upside down and they have to be held accountable for that. They want to promote calmness and peace and good manners. And unfortunately, all they teach you is suppression, sublimation, and redirection. But the first step is always rejection. Something is wrong with you. Your feelings are not right. The more you try to suppress it down, the more pressure is built up within, and there is going to be a leak. If you don't see it, the leak is still there. This is why we see so many examples of corrupt spiritual leaders. Not because all of them were originally bad, but they were not taught the right methods. The true art is in the knowing your feelings, freedom of accepting them, an ability to work through them, the liberation of letting them pass. I'm not talking about acting on them, but first of all, we have to know that those feelings do not arise just in the, again, empty space. Our feelings are valid. Our feelings are so important. They're given to us because we're sensitive human beings. And we need anger and we need love. Those feelings are important because we learn through them. There is a way to accept them, to see them, and to be able to work through them allowing them to pass and go. How many people came to me when I used to be a Buddhist nun and say, I cannot control my anger. Duh, who can? No one can control anger. You can learn how to work with that. But anger is not really yours to control. But anyway, this is a whole another topic. And if you want to learn more about this, you can let me know. Number 5, what's within, it's what's without. Working with people, I see a lot of misplaced irritation, anger, and passive aggression. I saw it too many times. When people are particularly mean or denigrating to someone, I know it is because they have so much hatred within themselves towards themselves. And the worst part is, they're not even aware of that. If you ask them, or even if you ask their friends, they would tell you, no, they're of so high opinion of themselves. But if you really get a chance to uncover where it all started from, you will discover that from very young age, they struggled to accept themselves for what they are. And they felt so much hatred towards themselves. No one wants to feel that amount of hatred. So it's misplaced and turned around, and it's redirected towards others. When someone is making your life miserable, please know you don't have to take it. They suffer through their own trauma, and you don't have to make it your own. Stay blessed.